Welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing every single skincare product I used while I was trying to clear up my acne. And there are a lot of them, so I'm going to keep this review pretty short for each product, meaning that the video might be a little long, but each review for each specific product is going to be like a shortened version, just like some quick first glance things that I remember from using the product. I have around 20 products here that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today. The first one I'm starting with is this Cerave Am Moisturizer. It has SPF 30 in it, so it is a moisturizer with sunscreen in it. I love the fact that this has an SPF in it. However, many like dermatologists and people might say that like the amount of moisturizer that you would put on your face is going to be way less than like sunscreen. So typically if you are actually putting a sunscreen on, you're going to put more to protect yourself. So this is actually not going to protect your skin as much as a regular sunscreen. This is definitely not for oily skin people. I am someone that has oily skin clearly, and this literally made my skin look so dramatically oily and pretty disgusting, so I would not recommend buying this if you have oily skin. This also severely burns if you get it too close to your eyes. So like if it like slightly gets in your eyes, it will burn to the point where you have to like wash it off of your face. And I don't really like that because I don't know what is in this that makes your eyes burn that much, but there are many other products that I've used that I've gotten right under my eye and they don't burn my eyes at all. The next one I have is the Cerave Pm Moisturizer. Honestly, you can use this in the daytime or the nighttime. Either one works perfectly. This says ultra lightweight. I definitely agree with that. This is definitely great for someone with oily skin. However, if your skin is super duper dry, this may burn your skin, because I just remember when I first went on my prescription, my face was like extremely dry because my skin wasn't used to that product, and when I put this on, it did burn slightly, like when I first put it on my super dry skin. However, my other moisturizers also burned, so I think my skin was just like reacting negatively to it. This does not burn my eyes when I put it right under. Also, it's great for like bags if you have like swollenness under your eyes and stuff. If you put this on, it will definitely help a lot with that. And this is also great under makeup if you need a little bit of moisture to kind of like make sure that your makeup isn't like looking dry and like cracky and stuff. This is a great moisturizer for that. Definitely a 5 out of 5. This is my favorite moisturizer that I've ever used. And I'm gonna skip around because I have a lot of products here that I wanna get through before I go through the ones that I don't own anymore. So I will come back to a few CeraVe products later in this video. The next one, the famous Paula's Choice BHA. This bottle can last from 2 to 4 months. It is $30 for a bottle. I was on the subscription, so I got it for about $25 a bottle. Still, I think that is way too pricey, and this product is way too hyped up than it actually should be. However, it does get the job done, and I feel like the only reason that it has such a high price is because everyone like talks about it so much and like raves about it. This does a great job of smoothing your pimples and your blackheads and stuff. So for example, if you have like acne on your face, if you put this on it, it will definitely like flatten out the pimples. If you do have like deep blackheads, this will not clear out your blackheads like that. Like I've heard people say that like the next morning they woke up and all of their blackheads are gone, and that's just not the reality in my personal experience. When I did put this on my skin after I popped all of my blackheads, it did smooth out and my blackheads did not come back. So it's good for like sealing over your blackheads and kind of getting the dirt from inside your blackheads to the surface a little bit better. However, if you have very deep blackheads, it will not be able to get all of it out. So if you don't have like resources to get to a dermatologist, I would recommend buying this just to try it out and see if it works for you, because it definitely does help, and this is something that I used frequently in my skincare routines. However, it is a little bit pricey, and the prescriptions that I use from the dermatologist actually work better than this personally, and they're less money. I would give this like a 4 out of 5. The next product is the Paula's Choice Benzyl Peroxide Acne Treatment. It's technically actually a blemish treatment. I absolutely love, 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 love this product. This is the first thing that I used for my acne, and it cleared it up significantly. This is a great spot treatment if you just need something to like dab on certain pimples or whatever. I personally like Different and the Paula's Choice better for like whole face coverage, but this is definitely great for like spot treatment. Or if you have a large area, you can also do that as well. And this small little bottle lasted me 8 months when I was still clearing up my acne, so I used it for 8 months and I still have some in the bottle. It's not very full anymore. The next one is Different Gel. This is by far the best over-the-counter acne product that I've ever used. Definitely a 5 out of 5. However, this does not work for everyone's skin. And this is going to make your skin break out tremendously for about a month and a half, and then after that month and a half, you will see crazy results and your skin will clear up significantly. Since I was using this every other day and then using Paula's Choice every other day, it lasted me 2 months, but typically this bottle, if you're using it every single day, it lasts about a month. This is a product that you have to be patient with because it is not going to clear your skin up immediately. Your skin needs time to get used to it, and it is going to have a reaction when it first is like used. The next one are these Cos Rx Patches. So they just look like that. You peel one off, stick it on your pimple, and then leave it there until it turns white, which means that it is filled with oil and pus and everything, and then you take it off. These patches are great if you're staying at home for the day or something. They are definitely like a spot treatment. If you have like big breakouts and like acne all over your face, then these are probably not the best thing for you because you will have to use a lot of them, and it's better to use a product like this that covers a larger like range of like area. These are more for like individual pimples. Sometimes I felt my skin was a little bit itchy using these, so if you do have sensitive skin, you might have like a little bit of a reaction to these. I just know that my skin reacts to like waterproof band-aids and like a bunch of stuff like that, so I would just be careful if you have sensitive skin like me. I personally did not wear these in public. Some people do wear them in public, but I just feel like you can still see them even though they're like clear. And sometimes they don't turn white for like a day, so sometimes you're like washing your face with the patches on and you know like they don't, you know, it's uncomfortable to wash your face with like patches on, and it kind of like doesn't make sense to like wash your face with a patch on because that's like how you're cleaning your acne or whatever. But yeah, I felt like sometimes these like didn't work. I don't know why, but sometimes I felt like I would like put it on for a whole day and it would still be there, and there would be like no whiteness in, is that even a word, whiteness? The patch would not be white at all by the time that I was like done using the patch. So sometimes they didn't work, sometimes they did. It's kind of like a win or lose situation. And these patches definitely do flatten out your pimples in like a minimum of like 2 days. But even though the pimples are gone, there still is going to be redness and potentially some like hyperpigmentation or scarring. The next thing I want to talk about is Micellar Water. Not only is this great for removing makeup, but it is also so good for removing dirt. I would use this on a pad and just like wipe it over my face before I showered, and it got so much dirt and like extra oils and stuff off of my face that I did not need and that my cleanser could potentially not pick up. This is also way better for the skin than makeup wipes because you're not like, you know, like wiping your face to get it off, and this like kind of dissolves the makeup on your face, which is super helpful. This huge bottle also lasts a very, very long time. The next product is this Dermatology Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 46. It is anti-aging, oil-free, broad spectrum, and you know, has like anti-aging ingredients. They put that on there twice. Okay, this is not oil-free. This is my least favorite ever skincare product that I've ever bought. This was such a waste of my money. Not to mention, the like packaging is literally crap. Not to bash Dermatology, but I watched a review on this and they said that, see, it just like falls off. They said that this product is great for oily skin, like it does give off like a dewy appearance. This made my skin look so oily and like it looked like I was sweating profusely all the time. I love that they're trying to put anti-aging and SPF in their products or whatever, and it's great that it's tinted. It gives your skin a little bit of like vibrance or whatever, but this is not for oily skin at all. If anything, it made my skin 10 times worse. Not to mention, the smell is also terrible. This is like a product that I would like put on my neck, and that's it. The next product is this Dear Claire's SPF. This is an SPF 50 broad spectrum, vegan friendly, water-based gel texture. If you have oily skin, you need to get a sunscreen that is gel texture. There is no greasiness or white finish to this. This is the best sunscreen that I've ever used. This is the literal only sunscreen that I have found that is decently priced and good for oily skin. I've been using this for like 6 months plus probably, and the bottle is still like almost completely full. This stuff is amazing, highly recommend. It is a Korean sunscreen, which is amazing because they're like very ahead of the game in cosmetics. You can't buy this one on Amazon, but I will leave a link to this one and also all of these products down in the description. Besides Dermatology, I probably won't leave that one. Only the ones I like. Just kidding. I still will leave it because some of the like dry skin people, they could potentially use that one, but it's just not for me. The next products I want to talk about are not products that you can buy in a store, but these are products that I got from my dermatologist, and they cleared my skin so amazingly. This is a Retin, and then this is Anextin, probably that. Can't really pronounce these things. Retin A Micro, Gel Microphere, Tretinoin, Retin A Micro, 0.06% pump. I am including both of these in a review because I started using them at the same time. These completely cleared my acne from like severe to what I am right now. Retin is good for clearing up like acne scars and stuff, like hyperpigmentation on your skin. Anextin is just great in general for like removing acne and stuff. They're both really amazing. So if your dermatologist recommends these, definitely get them. The next product is this Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion. This one is not my favorite moisturizer. Personally, I like the Cetaphil one better. Again, but my dermatologist gave me a coupon, so I ended up buying this one. These products severely burned my skin when I first started using them because my skin was not like used to them. But when I put this on after using that, my skin was severely burned, and it was just like very painful to put this on after. But I think my skin was just so dry that like any moisturizing product that I used burned my skin severely. Sometimes this can be a little bit itchy, and it's definitely better to use at night because personally when I use this, it's so light that I have to use a lot of it, and when you put a lot of it on your skin, it really doesn't even soak in. This is definitely not my favorite moisturizer because like it's very light, but at the same time, it like doesn't absorb into your skin. Next, I have the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I also bought this one off of a coupon from my derm. This one is great. It's super gentle and lightweight, and it just kind of like breezes across your face. It's very like creamy. This does not strip my skin or burn when I use it. Occasionally, like if my skin is really dry, face washes will like burn my skin, but this one does not. However, it does not have the best smell, so it is definitely something to get used to. When you first like use it, you're gonna be like, what the heck is that? But then you'll get used to it. Like now I don't even smell it when I use it on my face. Next is the Cetaphil cleanser for oily skin. This one again does not have the best smell, and it severely burnt my skin when my face was dry. So I feel like it definitely does kind of like strip your face of its like natural oils, if that makes sense. If you're using like an acne prescription or like an acne treatment, definitely use like a more gentle cleanser like the other Cetaphil one. The next one is Cerave's SPF 30. This one is a mineral sunscreen, and it leaves such a white cast and is very, very oily and very thick. I would not recommend buying it. Next, I wanted to talk about Proactive. So I actually was using Proactive before I started my like whole skincare journey and everything. I noticed by the end of my time using Proactive that it definitely wasn't working as well as it had at the beginning, and that is when I started getting like big breakouts and like big pimples all over my face and like acne. But I had been using Proactive for many years, but let me tell you what is wrong with Proactive. So I don't know if they have changed it since the time that I started using it, but I used it through like 2017 to 2019, around that time. And first of all, their cleanser that they used was a physical exfoliant, which breaks your skin barrier and is super bad for your skin. Then they had a toner, which is exfoliating even more. And then they had an acne treatment, which I had nothing wrong with the acne treatment. And then they had a little bit of like, they had a small tube of like green tea, like moisturizer. Not only did I start getting more breakouts at the end of my time using Proactive, but it also severely dried out my skin. Like I went from like using it, severely drying out my skin, then using moisturizer, breaking out, then stopping using moisturizer, it drying out my skin again, and that whole cycle was just like going back and forth for like 2 months straight. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Like I need to get better like skincare, and I need to do something that's going to actually help my skin. The next product is CeraVe's Foaming Facial Cleanser for oily skin. I used this one. This was probably one of the first cleansers that I ever used on my oily skin. And it is great if you have oily skin. It definitely like doesn't strip your skin, but also like kind of remove some of the excess oils. But if you have acne, it's definitely not good for acne. It will not help you with your acne at all, which is why this cleanser is kind of good if you have like an acne treatment already. Like if I was using this cleanser with like Different or like the Paula's Choice BHA or whatever, it probably would have been fine. But because I was only using this cleanser and thinking, oh, this could potentially like help my skin or whatever, my acne was still there, and it was actually just like staying the same. I did use this for my chest and my back as well, because I did have a little bit of like spots and like not really acne, but like little dots or like zits or whatever on my back and my chest. And I used the CeraVe Foaming for oily skin, and it actually did completely clear up my acne that was on my chest and my back. The next product is the Cerave Benzyl Peroxide. This is their like acne like cleanser or whatever. And so this one I got immediate results from. Like the first 2 days that I used it, my acne was severely like clearing up. But then after like a week, it kind of like stopped working, which I don't really understand why products do that. I guess your skin just kind of like gets used to it or something. But I was talking to my dermatologist about it because I told him that I was like using it or whatever. And he said that when you're using an acne prescription or like something like Different or whatever, it's important that you use a basic cleanser, because if you're using an acne treatment in your wash and then also when you are like doing like Different or whatever, then it's just going to be very overwhelming for your skin. The point of a cleanser is to wash your face, get all the dirt and everything off of it, so you don't need a big like acne like cleanser for that. The last two products are actually the very first products that I used right after Proactive, because I thought that like, oh, like my skin is reacting, like I need to go natural, I need to get all these like all natural products or whatever. And then I watched Hiram's videos on like natural products, and no, that is not right at all. The first one was the Allure Cleanser. It was a physical exfoliant which definitely breaks down your skin's barrier. Not to mention the ingredients in their cleanser is definitely not the best. The next one was a Jivi Moisturizer. I think that's how you spell it. It's Jivi Moisturizer. This one has an SPF 12 in it, which honestly is not very high and isn't going to do much for your skin, but they're trying. This product is also a natural product. It did not have the best ingredients again, and this one severely clogged my pores. Not to mention, it is also very, very thick, so it like completely just like was not right for my skin. Definitely not good for oily skin types. I feel like there's a trend. Like literally half of the products that I have are just not good for my skin type. That is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you are loving this skincare mini series, and I hope that you come back and watch my other videos. I hope you like this review. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it was in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.